Yep, we are off on another motorcycle adventure. Wherever are we going this time? I can't actually remember. Right, we're not meeting at my spot. Often we meet at a little shop outside my place. But now we're meeting over at a place called Victoria Peninsula. Right by the beach, should afford some spectacular views. As usual, I was the first one there. Being a respecter of myself and others, I like to stay on time. Dima, being an Eastern European chap, who's also very lovely, also a respecter of being timely. So we got a few establishing shots while we were waiting for the others to turn up. And then, if I remember correctly, I think something pretty ruddy, unbelievable and spectacular happened. Yep, there he is.
Hello. Hey, guys. Hey, got to document this.
Yeah. Unbelievably, Denny D had actually not flaked and actually turned up and actually didn't make an excuse and leave immediately. It was all very strange, much like being in some sort of parallel universe. Yeah, we set off along the coast and as I said, some spectacular views. Lovely road this. They're constantly working on it and improving it, and it's at a state now where it's partially pleasant to ride along, partially challenging and interesting, and then just a total mess in between. When they've like half worked on it and half surfaced it, it gets a little bit annoying. But now, oh, look at that white glass-fronted building at the top. Isn't that a spectacular looking building? I wonder, however, will that feature in the video? It was at this point that I lost signal and could no longer see what the drone was seeing. So it's pretty simple to deal with. You just turn the drone around until it points directly to your position, and then fly in a straight line home. And that's what I did. You can guess what's going to happen here, even without having the file show the crash. Obviously, I've crashed the drone, but being a smart chap, I realised I could just walk around the building site, because for some reason I thought it looked like a half-finished building, and try to connect my drone over and over again, figuring that if I got close enough it would connect. And then I stopped being an imbecile and used the Find My Drone thing. 45 minutes later, I came across this beleaguered young chap. Look at him. One arm broken, shell all cracked. Still working, still on. I was pretty impressed. I did eventually manage to just clip the cases back together, and we were away. Right, regular viewers will know that I often mention that I enjoy flying the drone because it gives me an excuse to catch up to the main group. Well, having spent 45 minutes playing with myself rather than finding my drone, I had some mighty catching up to do. It was time to drop the hammer like never before. And as Freddie Mercury once said, how we stand, how we fall. History doesn't care at all. We're just waiting for the hammer to fall. Anyway, that's what I did. Absolutely leathered it until I caught up with the lads. And we headed out into the countryside. Now, we are going to a place called Guanyinshan, a mountain in Huizhou area of Guangdong province, southern China. And here we are, the challenging, bumpy, mountainous roads that we so enjoy. Now, how's Denny D going to get on? No idea.
Oi! I fell over! What happened? Taking your phone.
This is the cameraman.
Yeah, that is Gary. Very accomplished motorcyclist. Got some work to do with the camera work. But legend nonetheless. And actually, it's Gary that's shown us the way today. He's been here before and promised a spectacular riding experience. and he's delivering in spades at the moment. The other lad on the black bike is Kian. For some reason, riding an NK250 street bike right up the side of a mountain, and didn't seem to be struggling that much, so I doff my cap to you, sir. Yeah, as we got to the top, the road turned into a glorified path, really. Barely a lane wide. Twisty and turny, just the way we like it, with some ridiculous views off the side. Now, a big argument against wind farms in England was that they are a quote-unquote blight on the countryside. An eyesore. And, I don't know, I wasn't too sure. I thought they kind of, they were there and they looked interesting. But the mountains and the landscape still look pretty awesome nonetheless. We got to the top and you wouldn't believe what we found there. We found a temple to the gods or goddesses or whatever of fertility. And this explained why Gary had found it. He'd obviously done some research to help him out on that skill. Anyway, first things first, you've got to deal with a grub. So, we cracked open a few snacks, a few bit of camping equipment, digestives were had, coffees and hot chocolates and all that sort of thing, before it was time to explore this mountaintop temple. Yeah, in China you light incense in the hope that the smoke will carry your wishes upwards to the heavens. It's also the reason that temples are often situated in places like this. It's reasoned that the higher a place of worship or faith is, the closer it is to the heavens. And I've oft postulated that perhaps that's due to the lack of signal interference. But yeah, awesome spot, well worth the ride. Nothing better than having a good destination as an excuse to take your bike out and have some fun. And all the bikes had done quite well today. We were slightly jealous of Gary with his properly off-road leaning bike. It coped so well with the ruts and the loose rocks and loose surface. He would grumble a little bit about it, and here is where we find out why. No need to highlight it, you might say, but Gary elected to give me the finger. So, Anyway, I saved him his blushes by covering his face with a turd. But no, seriously, thanks Gary for showing us this spot. Great place, and I'm sure we'll be back one day. Why not get yourself a bike and get out and about to somewhere amazing?